Alrighty guys, it's FX Brandon here again. Now in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my best pieces of advice on how to grow a small account. Now with this video, I'm going to be hitting this topic with two other videos as far as with a beginner if you should be looking to get funded or growing a small account. And then the third video is going to be my process, kind of what I was thinking early on in Forex, and kind of why I decided to get funded, or who I decided to get funded with, why I wasn't growing a small account right away. So make sure you guys subscribe. Look forward to that. Now, before we get into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys liked the video, subscribe, and gave me some feedback in the comments or what kind of videos you guys would like to see in the future. Really helps grow the channel. So without further ado, let's get right into the video, baby. Sorry, I had to make myself a cup of tea before we started this part of the video. So I have all the advices I have for you right here on the notebook. Now,
hey, what is that?
All of them right there. Definitely the first piece of advice I have for you is to open an account with a high leverage. Now, this is very crucial because when you have a small account and you're risking high percentages due to the account being so small, you can get margin called very easily if you have multiple positions opened and they are all in drawdown about to hit stop loss. And this is a very good piece of advice because this is a simple way to avoid getting stopped out by your broker if you are in drawdowns, when in reality you wouldn't have gotten stopped out if your trades were about to hit stop loss and then reverse, and obviously when it hit, take profit. Because I've had this happen to me, honestly, in the beginning stages of Forex. Something to definitely be simply avoided is to look for a high leverage broker. Now there's plenty out there. Personally, I use Osprey FX. Been using them for a while. Now when it comes to that, they are going to be offshore if you do live in the United States, because there is a regulation on the amount of leverage a broker can give you. And that's going to be a whole different video because that is a very big subject to get into. But yeah, so definitely look for a broker that has a high amount of leverage they can offer to you, because you don't want to get margin called by the broker and get stopped out on your trades when in reality you could have been hitting take profits before they got stopped out. So jumping right into the second tip, this is definitely going to be, you need to learn what you personally want to risk per trade. Now when it comes to a small account, you are going to have to risk higher amounts of percentages just because the profits make more sense that way. You can't risk 1% of a $100 account or a $500 account, because when you hit a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1, when you are risking 1%, your profits are only going to be $5 or $15. Now you can on a $500 account, but it just won't make sense on a $100 account. So definitely look to risk a little more as percentage wise of the account when it comes to having a smaller account. I'd recommend about 5 to 10%. I think that just makes more sense. That way you guys can go ahead and see better results when it comes to closing your trades in profit and using risk management, which you should be implementing as well. Now, as well as you need to learn to close partials, because this will help you grow the account and compound these profits. Now, definitely trust your analysis when it comes to this, but if you are up 100% on a $100 account, that's $100 you just made. Definitely close at least 50% of the trade, because you just secured $50 that you made from your phone. Obviously, trust your analysis. If you think this trade is still going to go to the upside or downside, hold, but definitely secure partial profits, and don't be unrealistic with your trades. As soon as you are up a certain amount, don't think you're going to make 1,000 pips on a trade. It just doesn't make sense. Be realistic with yourself and the market. Now, when it comes to closing partials, this is very important so that you can realize that you just made $50 from your phone or $100, whatever it is, when most people get paid $10 an hour and they're working a 10-hour shift, and after taxes they made like $80 in 10 hours, when you just made that from your phone, using your brain and pressing a couple of buttons on your phone, right? Obviously there's a lot more that goes into it, technical analysis and all that stuff, but you need to realize that money is money, and if it's on the table, grab it, right? Secure it. So definitely close and secure partials. Now, thirdly, this is a very important part of thinking of growing a small account. you need to know your intentions with this. Now, when you're thinking of growing a small account, are you thinking of just quickly flipping this from $500 to $2,500 or $1,000 or $5,000, or are you thinking to grow this from 500 to 100,000 or 50,000 or 10,000 and just live off of this account eventually? Now, I say this because this is very important when it comes to closing partials or taking trades, taking more trades, taking less trades, and compounding your amounts of profit. Because if you are simply looking to take an account from 500 to 1,000 and take that $500 and use it or buy something, it's a big difference, because now when you are up $100 or $200, you'll just close a trade, secure the money, and then do it again, and you're done, right? But when it comes to an account that you want to live off, you're obviously going to secure smaller amounts, let the trades run, and you're going to do this repeatedly. So you're actually looking to grow a small account to a huge account. Now, you need to be realistic with yourself as well. Don't look to grow a $500 account into a $50,000 account within the span of a week or a month. Like, it's very rare, that people do that, and there's a lot that goes into that, twin trading and a bunch more stuff. So be realistic with your goals. Obviously, it's possible, but you need to give yourself a realistic time frame. So definitely don't be rushing and don't look to do unrealistic things. Now, the fourth piece of advice that I can give to you guys from experience is you need to go ahead and purchase something with some of the profits that you make on your small account. Now, this is very crucial because this will help you realize that you can actually make money trading, right? So if you're making $500, or if you made $500, take some of that and go ahead and buy yourself a pair of shoes or something that you can enjoy, right? Go buy some food, something that you'll enjoy, so that you can get that into your mind of, oh snap, this is something I can potentially do full time, or just realizing that this is a realistic thing and it's not just fake money on your phone or on your laptop, whatever it is, right? Now, guys, the fifth piece of advice that I can give to you is you need to start questioning getting funded, because obviously when you have small accounts, the profits that you can make on a small account are very limited, because you don't want to be risking too much, and monetary gains on a small account can be big, but for the most part it's going to take a while for you to start seeing some huge profits, right? So definitely question yourself if you are looking to get funded. This is a great way for you to jump ahead and kind of start making a little more money than you think you could. Obviously this requires a lot of things, being disciplined and consistency, but definitely something you guys should be thinking of. And like I said, that's going to be a separate video, and then the other video on what I decided to do personally. Now, definitely the things you need to be thinking about. So those are the best pieces of advice that I can go ahead and give to you guys when it comes to the beginning stages of Forex and looking to grow a small account. Sheesh, tea is busting as always. But yeah, guys, so those are definitely the best pieces of advice that I can give you from personal experience. Now, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and look forward for the other 2 videos coming out on this topic. As well as, if things were not clear, I'm going to pop up my Instagram right here. You guys feel free to hit me with a DM with any of the questions you guys have on things that weren't really clear, or if you have questions on any other aspects of growing a small account, I'll be more than welcome to go ahead and answer that for you guys. But yeah, without further ado, it's FX Brandon out, and I'll see you guys in a week with the next video, baby. Sheesh!